I'm Steve Brown, and I'm the chairman of the Libertarian Party of Clark County, Nevada, and welcome back. Well, the Democrats nominated the guy who wrote the crime bill as their presidential candidate, and for the VP, they picked a tough-on-crime prosecutor out of California. That about tells you how serious they are about criminal justice reform. Take the state of Nevada, for example. This is a perfect example of how the Democrats work. In 2019, they took control of the Nevada government for the first time in 20 years. Oh, and there was momentum for criminal justice reform. Yes, they were very serious about it. As a matter of fact, actually, there were some people who really wanted to get it done. And some 16 very excellent bills were introduced into the Nevada legislature. And not a single one of them passed. Well, how'd that happen? Nevada government at its absolute worst. Steve Sisolak took over as governor. Jason Frierson was the head of the Nevada, well, still is, the head of the Nevada State Assembly with 42 members. He was a prosecutor down at the Clark County DA's office. And the head of the state senate was Kelvin Atkinson. Now, Kelvin really wanted to get criminal justice reform done. Unfortunately, Kelvin was a crook. What he did was, when he was running for re-election, now, I don't know the exact numbers, but in his district, probably about maybe 93% of the voters are Democrats. The Republicans don't even bother to run anybody. But so Kelvin went out and raised $500,000. Well, what for? When he doesn't even have an opponent on the ballot against him. Well, he knew exactly what he's doing, because guys had done this before. What he did was he stole half of it. He went on a big spending spree. See, when you take money, when you get campaign donations, those donations are only supposed to go towards the campaign. They're not supposed to go towards personal use. Well, Kelvin, he paid off over $100,000 worth of credit card bills. He started the Urban Lounge. That was a real nice place. $75,000 he paid to start that up. He rented a Jaguar. Just went on a big party. But he was smart. He only paid half of it in case he got caught. Well, he probably would have got away with it, except this criminal justice reform. There's a lot of people in this town don't want that. You know, everybody makes money off that jail down there, which is a lot. Everything from food to toilet paper. There's the people who make money at $2 a pack ramen, 96 cents a minute phone calls, $18 an hour to chat, $9.95 put money on the books. There's the probation for profit people, $180 a month for that, $100 a week for ankle bracelets. There's just so many different ways of making money. Prison guards union. None of these people wanted criminal justice reform. So someone snitched on Calvin, and that was the end of his political career. So what they did, he got to keep half the money, and he did 6 months in jail. Now, if you could steal $225,000 and all you had to do was 6 months in a country club prison with a bowling alley in it and tennis courts, would you do it? Yeah, a lot of people would. And the government fined him the other half. Now, that money should have gone back to the people who donated it to Kelvin. No, what the government did, these crooks, Kelvin got to keep half of it, and then the government took the other half. That's how they operate in this town. But so anyway, that's the end of criminal justice reform in Nevada. Nothing happened. The only thing that happened is they passed a bill. It was so bad. It was pro-police bill. It was so bad, Metro supervisors didn't even like it. This is how they operate. This is what the Democrats did to the most loyal supporters, for the folks, the African American community, which really wanted this to happen, who supported these people, and it's not just these three scoundrels. It's everybody, every elected official who knew full well what was going on, and everybody just shuts up and nobody says anything about it. Dina Titus, as usual, MIA. As a matter of fact, I wonder what the over-under is on the amount of days Dina Titus spends in Las Vegas in 1 year. Do you think she even spends 2 weeks a year in Las Vegas? Well, it's not just her. Stephen Horsford, another guy MIA on this one. Lawrence Weekly, no comment. Jackie Rosen, Kathleen Cortez Master, all these people, they're all guilty as charged, because everybody knows what's going on, and they all conspire to just kill the whole bill, and then that's the end of that. So there you have it. That's how the system works in the state of Nevada. You go into that voting booth, you keep voting for these people, there's no chance anything significant is going to get done. The way the system is today, that's the way it's going to be a generation from today. So there you have it. There is a choice, of course. You could vote for the Libertarian Party. When we talk about criminal justice reform, we really mean it. So, tune in again next week, and we'll have some more bad news for you. Thanks again.